welcome to the official YouTube channel for Santa J. Claus. Be sure to subscribe for new content and comment below to introduce yourself. May the magic of Christmas brighten your days all year long.
Well, hello there, my friends, and welcome to the Art Live Streaming. I'm so very happy that you're here today, and I'm wishing you all good things. Everett, I see that you've joined in. Barbie has joined in as well. Welcome, my friends, welcome, and best wishes to you. Cheyenne is here as well. Everett, halfway there to April 2nd, 20th anniversary of Home on the Range, and I know certainly how very much that you love that film. My friends, I'm wishing you all good things indeed. Well, I want to let you know today a wonderful, wonderful inspiration in our continued series on inspiring individuals from A to Z. And today we have Nelson Mandela. Now, you might not be able to see it quite well, but I have gone through and sketched out in pencil here our drawing to save us some time. In the next step, I'm going to go through and we're going to be adding in the ink, the permanent ink, before we do our watercolor. This should be quite fun indeed. I'm wishing you all good things. I hope that you're all well, and I hope certainly that you are, my goodness, that you are enjoying art in some way. Art truly can make our lives so very much better in many, many different ways. I hope that you're finding your inner artist, my friend. It is in there, I promise you. I hear from some individuals that will say, well, Santa, I'm not very good at art. I'm not very creative. Well, my friends, I have never seen a little one that has not enjoyed to color and draw. This is that artist within you. Sometimes it might just be that even as an adult that you can get out your coloring book and enjoy a little coloring as well. I think they even make now adult coloring books. What a wonderful, wonderful idea. Nelson Mandela was born on July 18th, 1918. Now, why was he so very important? Well, my friends, he was truly, truly an advocate for human rights at a time where there was much, much difficulty and racial tension with something called apartheid. Well, he ended up being sent to prison for many years. Certainly, in the beginning, it was thought that it would be for his entire life. But luckily, he was released, and amazing things began to happen even beyond what he had already been doing. We're going to learn all about it in today's video later on, but today we must get started on all of the wonderful art that we will create today, all about Mr. Nelson Mandela. Well, we're going to start here. Michelle Bauer is here. Hello from Germany. Well, hello there, my friend, and best wishes to you. I'm going to start here with our circle all around. And you'll notice that I'm turning the artwork just a bit to make it just a little bit easier for ourselves. The next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to go through here and start to ink out his shirt. Now I did not sketch out the design on his shirt. It is quite something. But I will go through and we will add that as well. Nelson was a South African anti-apartheid activist, politician and a statesman who served as the first national president of South Africa. He was also a Nobel Prize winner on his work on human rights. Well, we've got his shirt. I'm going to leave the designing till last, but here we are, my friends. Let us begin. I'm going to try my very best to do my very best job. Now we're going to smooth out right here. We're going to smooth this out as smooth as we can. Quite prominent cheeks that we see here. Tyler, hello there. Best wishes to you. We're going to have this line here. And I'm going to have his chin. We want this to be nice and smooth. And we are going to do our very best on this. Always, always wonderful. I'm not sure if you have noticed, but I certainly have noticed, my friends, the opportunity to improve skills. This has been quite wonderful indeed. I'm going to go through here and put in this hairline. He won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1993. Wonderful. Well, we're getting there, my friends. We're getting there. These wonderful freckles that we're going to add through here as well. Let's see here. Nelson was elected president in the first open election in South Africa history on April 29th. Now, I'm not sure, my friends, if you can hear it, but there's quite a bit of snoring today. My goodness. I'm not quite sure who it is, but right next to me is Coco and Holly both. And it's one of them, certainly, that is doing a whole lot of snoring. And you know, I forgot, my friends, to put in. What did I forget? I forgot to hit record. I think that might be one of the worst things to do as a content creator, as they call it, is when you forget the record button. Well, we will try our very best. There is always something to remember, right? Well, here we are. Hopefully we will get it done. Saroya, hello there and good morning to you. Wishing you all good things. I hope that you're doing well. Very, very little light eyebrows here. Not very many eyebrows. And now we go into the design of this shirt. It is quite a design indeed. Hello there, my friends. Hello there, and best wishes to all of those joining in. Welcome. We will put in the design as best we can. It's a beautiful design. The shirt will have lots of yellow in it as well, which will be quite nice indeed. And we have a little bit of plants in here. always nice to see wonderful designs. I love all of the wonderful creative things on the shirt. As you can tell, my friends, do you see all of the little ornaments Mrs. Claus has done to the shirt? A wonderful thing. Let's see here. There we are. And we're going to go through here. We have some more leaves and plants to do. And this does not need to be perfect. We've talked about this, my friends. We're going to go through it and do the very best that we can. Certainly we want it to look nice. And there's lots of plant life on it as well. All wonderful. Let's see here, we have some branches here as well. And all through here also. We will try our very best to get all of the little details in there. Nelson is 6 foot tall. My goodness, is he 6 foot tall? Going through this one, Nelson has not met Martin Luther King. I believe that Nelson was not released from prison until after Mr. Martin Luther King had passed away. And remember, my friends, this is going to be what we're hoping for is to give the idea of what we're seeing on in the photo. It does not need to be perfect. But we're getting there. think that will do it. There we are, there we are. Coco and Holly are catching some Z's, certainly today. There's a lot of snoring going on around here. They are so very loud today. Wonderful. Well, there we are, my friends. I think that we're all done with our inking. And what we will do now, it's a little mole here as well. I think what we will do now is get to our painting. What I'm going to do is now erase all of the pencil lines, all of the pencil marks that are underneath all of this. And then we shall begin to paint. What are we painting? Well, I'm going to be using Schminke watercolor. This is where we're at, my friend. And shall we begin the painting process? Now, for the most part, all of this shirt, it looks like a cream. So I'm going to go through very lightly with some water and just a little touch of yellow. Just a little touch, my friends. Do you see the water that the mixture that I'm beginning here? There's not much yellow to it. There's a lot of water there. Well, this is what I'm going to do to start things off. We'll go through and paint the start of the shirt. And there we have it, just a little bit. Just to knock down the coloring just a bit. The brightness of the white paper. And blow dryer. Now we're going to go through, same yellow, but now with a lot less water, we're going to bring in a lot of yellow. We want a brightness now of that yellow. You see all the yellow there? We're going to go through and fill in a lot of these things. Going through here and just giving it some kind of a secondary color. I'm also going to extend some of these branches here as well. So on some of these, like this one here, we're going to put in some yellow on the side. I'll put in some yellow along here as well. And then all of these I'm noticing all of the lines also have yellow around them. There. I'll kind of outline this one a little bit. The big thing is that we have a little bit of that light yellow shining through, but there's still a lot of yellow in the shirt as well. If you were to look at the shirt from a distance, it would feel truly that it was a yellow shirt with all of the designs. Officially, Mrs. Claus is here, my dear. Hello there. This is turning out beautifully, my love. Well, I'm so very happy that you're able to join in. I know that you're taking a little break from your project as well. Wonderful. Now here we are. We're going to now go through and blow dryer. We're going to dry up all of that paint that we just put down there. Obi-Mom Kenobi has joined in. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Now I'm going to do a very, very bright red for our circle. And away we go. We're going to go through here and get all of this one down here as well. And it does not need to be perfect, my friends. If we can look at something and see that it's been created by hand, that there's no perfectness to it, that you can see the little paint marks, and I think this is the very best way to look about it. I'm going to move this around just to make it a little easier right in this little area here. And there we are. Miss Bethany is here as well. Good morning to my favorite sugar cookies. And there we are. Blow dryer, my friends. Blow dryer. I'm going to mix in. Now here I've done yellow and I have done red. Do you see the yellow and the red that I've done in the paint? Well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take this yellow and we're going to take this red, and I'm just going to use the paint that's here with a little blue, and we're going to go through here and create our very first layer of color. And away we go, my friends, and away we go. Now, if any of you have any questions, I would love to be able to answer any of your questions. And there we have it. Our very first layer, my friends, our very first layer. I'm going to go through here in this section here, just making sure that the paper is a little bit damp. And I'm going to go through here and mix in just a little bit more of the red, just to put it in this section here. I promise it'll all work out. And blow dryer. I'm going to go through here and we're going to continue mixing in just a little bit more of a skin tone. We're going to darken it up a little bit as well. There we are. Now here I'm going to go through here and just start putting in some of our shadows. We're going to add a lot more as we go, but to start things off, all of this is going to be in shadow here. My goodness, the dogs are, Coke and Holly, are very loud today. Just finding where the shadows are, my friends. Finding where those shadows align. I'm going to put in some wrinkles in here as well. Well, we're getting there. Next I'm going to do, my friends, is we're going to knock down the colors of his eyes. Not by a lot. I'm going to use just a slight little bit of Payne's gray and a little bit of yellow as well. And we're going to do the same for his teeth. I'm going to yellow his teeth just a tiny bit. As our teeth are not pure white, our teeth are certainly an ivory. Now I'm also going to go through here. I think the Payne's gray will be a perfect color for the gray that I see in many of these places here. I'm going to go through here and quite a bit of gray in the top here as well. We're going to also add just a little bit here and there of our highlighting pen once we get to it. And it will all make sense. And blow dryer, I think it's time. Now I'm going to go through and I'm going to just tone down overall, tone down his hair just a bit. Just to cut down the white just a little bit. Not much. We will go through and add some more white as well later. Now, Mr. Nelson Mandela was forced to work in some mining facilities. And as a result of the brightness of the sun against the rock, well, it ended up hurting his eyesight quite a bit. It's looking better and better. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to now start to add in a little bit of our shadow. I'm going to mix in a little bit of Payne's gray and a little bit of, what is this, Windsor purple, to create our shadow. And where do the shadows lie? Well, we have a little shadow happening along in here. This is going to create some depth where we're at. There's a little shadow along in here and here. A little one along in here. There's definitely shadow inside here and along in here as well. We're going to be starting to add in even more shadow along in here. Just making sure that just the strongest part of the shadow is there. Just on the edge, creating just a little bit more depth as we would have it. And I'm going to go through here as well. Just put in just a little bit here and there. We're going to darken up that top section there as well. Just a little bit more. And then where else do we have these shadows? Where might they be? Well, they are going to be also in the eyes as well. The shadows will have eyes, or the eyes will have shadows. Well, we're getting there. And blow dryer. Tyler, I need a real. Well, my friend, you continue to ask for the same thing, and I responded multiple times. Certainly, I have seen your Christmas wish list. Your list has been updated, and I will try my very best. Now, I'm going to also put in a little bit of shadow right underneath here. And we will even put in a little shadow right on the edge there of his teeth. So just the very front area is going to be the brightest. I'm going to go through here with some of that shadow, and we're going to mix in a little bit more of the skin tone, and I'm going to put in just a little bit more purple. And maybe a slight little bit of pink to it as well. And we're going to go through here and give his lips just a little bit more of a tonal difference there. Do you see how we've done this? What a wonderful smile he has. Yeah, so glad you can make it. Well, I'm so very happy that you're here. Mrs. Claus, my goodness, she's been working very, very hard at quite a few projects. A lot of people do not realize how much effort Mrs. Claus is putting forth for Christmas. Christmas would not happen without Mrs. Claus as well. So I'm always grateful when she can take a moment to join in on the fun of the live streaming. What am I going to do now? I think I'm going to go through and we're going to create just a little bit of texture on the skin. And we're going to, it's very light, but I'm just going to put in a little bit of texture here and there. Just like that. I'm also going to darken the side of this Just a little bit more. Wonderful. Now the next thing that I'm going to do, we're going to darken up the border around him. What is this doing? Well, this is pulling our subject away from the background. This is saying to the audience that Mr. Mandela here is the main subject. It is not the circle in the background. But it is that he is the main subject. If there were any doubts, we want the eye to be able to go to Nelson Mandela here. And this somewhat brings him right up to the front. How wonderful. Now that we've done this, I'm going to go through here and create just a little background. This is a Uniball Signo pen. A very temperamental pen, but when it is working right, well, it's wonderful. And so this is bringing just another little element to bring him out. I think this will be the best that we can do for today. What are we going to do now? Well, I'm going to just put in just a little bit here of texture in those bright areas where there would be some brightness there. Just along in there. It's not much, my friends, but it certainly makes a difference. And then we talked also along in here, we're going to put in some just little designs here and there on this section. And then we're going to go through here and add in just into the gray. Remember, we put that background of the gray. And this would be so that our white pin can stand out. My goodness, can you hear the dogs snoring? Coco and Holly are snoring away. And we're going to give a little bit of reflection in the eyes as well. Just like that. Do you see what a difference it makes? Wonderful. Well, it's time to sign it, my friends, and be done for the day. And be ready for a tape peel. I'm wishing you all good things. He looks wonderful. Bethany, I thank you very much for your kindness and your support. I'm always so grateful that you're here as our wonderful moderator. Well, here we have our tape peel. This is inspiring individuals from A to Z, and the letter today is the letter N. N is for Nelson Mandela. What a beautiful heart. What a strong heart. Dedicated and patient and inspired so much change and so much strength in the people that he would lead and inspire during very difficult times. And there we have it, my friends. Mr. Nelson Mandela. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, I'm wishing you all good things, my friends. We've done it. We've done it once again. We have painted. We started with a pencil sketch, and then we inked it. We inked it with our zebra brush pens, and then we painted it. We painted it with our watercolors, our schminke watercolors. And then we did a little final touches here and there with the highlighter as well. Not a highlighter, but a highlighted color. It's the white of the Uniboss Signal pen. My friends, I'm wishing you all good things. I'm always so very excited to spend this time with each of you today. I'm wishing you all good things. Tracy has joined in. Jessica has joined in. Mrs. Claus has paid a visit today as well. Bethany, our wonderful moderator, has been here, and so very many more. I am grateful for all of your participation, and I hope that you will enjoy today's video as I speak a little bit more on the life of Nelson Mandela. I'm wishing you all good things. From my heart to yours, I'm wishing you a day filled with joy and happiness and goodness and all good things, my friends. All good things. I wish you all positivity, and I will see you soon. So who have we done now? We have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, and the next letter is O. Who should I paint for the letter O? Let me know in the comments, my friends. I'll see you soon.